and staff contribute, or rather, lightning, heavy rain killed dozens in Pakistan. Details on these stories and other stories coming up after this.
And now, this is the news.
The news. The news. The news.
On 95.1 Nigeria Info.
Contribute to nation building, be law abiding. Now the news in detail. The Kano State Working Committee of the All Progressive Congress has described the purported suspension of the national chairman of the party, Abdullahi Ganduje, as illegal, null and void. The Dawakin Tofa local government chapter of the party announced the immediate sack of those behind the purported suspension of Ganduje over allegations of corruption. Its chairman, Inusa Dawanu, told newsmen that those behind the suspension of the national chairman was caught in anti-party activities with records of their meetings with opposition exposed. The state chapter of the party has also adopted the suspension of the Danguje ward APC leaders behind the suspension of the party's national chairman. Meanwhile, the Ganduje ward of the APC in Dawakin Tofa local government of Kano State on Monday suspended Ganduje, citing corruption and other vices. The legal advisor, Haladu Gwanjo, who addressed a press conference, accused the former governor of gross misconduct and misappropriation of public funds during his administration in Kano. The National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, has received 22 abducted students and staff of Federal University Gusau in Zamfara, who were rescued on Sunday. The NSA said the rescue operation was coordinated by the National Counterterrorism Center on Sunday. Ribadu, who received the rescued victims on Monday in Abuja, urged them not to allow their experience break them, but should rather make them stronger. The NSA also thanked the parents of the rescued victims for their patience and understanding during the period and commended security agencies for their tireless work and sacrifices. The 22 people, comprising 15 students and 7 workers of the university, were abducted from the university in September 2023. Meanwhile, the military has denied reports that its operatives killed innocent civilians in Bokos, local government area of Plateau State. Media officer of the Operation Safe Haven, based in Plateau and environs, Major Samson Jacum, denied the allegations in a statement on Monday. Recall that the coalition of Bokos ethnic youth nationalities alleged that soldiers shot civilians within various communities. The group also accused security agencies of failing to quell the recent killings in some communities of the council. However, the media officer described the allegations as unfounded and aimed at tarnishing the good image of the military and other security agencies in the state. And elsewhere, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency says it has arrested 46 drug barons in the last 3 years. NDLEA Chairman Buba Marwa made the revelation on Monday while briefing newsmen in Lagos. He said the barons were among a total number of 50,901 offenders arrested during the period under review. It added that 9,034 offenders were also convicted, with over 7,500 tons of illicit substances seized. He further assured that the agency had taken decisive action against the civilization of illicit drugs with its search and destroy campaign on Indian hemp plantations. According to him, the successes recorded were as a result of the resilience and hard work of the NDLEA operatives nationwide. And elsewhere, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has handed over 100 motorcycles to various security agencies in the FCT, including the Vigilante Group of Nigeria, to combat kidnappers in rural areas of the territory. Handing over the motorcycles on Monday, the minister instructed that the motorcycles are meant to be used strictly in hard-to-reach parts of the territory to fight insecurity. He charged the Vigilante Group of Nigeria to utilize the motorcycles to assist the police and other security agencies in combating crimes, particularly in the rural areas of the FCT.
Sometimes when you give out vehicles, before you know it, the vehicles are no longer there. Please utilize these motorcycles to fight crime in the areas you have identified. The area councils, ordinarily, the chairman of the area councils ought to handle this, but this is our support to them in their various area councils. Make sure that these motorcycles are given out to the vigilante, and we're going to provide logistics for those who are going to use these motorcycles. We have promised the residents of Abuja and the area councils that security is a priority for the New Hope agenda.
With information comes power.
We give you more power with information.
95.1
Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. And now the business news.
The time is 5 minutes after 7. Talking business now. China's economy made a stronger than expected start to the year, even as the crisis in its property sector deepened. According to official data, gross domestic product expanded by 5.3% in the first 3 months of 2024 compared to a year earlier. That beat expectations. The world's second largest economy could see growth slow to 4.6% in the first quarter. Last month, Beijing set an ambitious annual growth target for world's second largest economy of around 5%. Data from the National Bureau of Statistics also showed first quarter retail sales growth, a key gauge of China's consumer confidence, fell to 3.1%.
And now we bring you news from around the world.
News from around the world.
At least 39 people have been killed in Pakistan after days of unusual heavy rains battered the country's southwest. Authorities said some of those killed were farmers struck by lightning while harvesting wheat. Images online show swaths of farmland engulfed by rainwater. Flash floods have also disrupted power supplies and transportation networks. Pakistan has experienced an increase in extreme weather events as it grapples with the impacts of climate change. In 2022, one-third of the country was completely submerged by unprecedented flooding, killing more than 1,700 people and injuring thousands. Millions were left homeless and lacking clean drinking water months after.
Take it away with the entertainment news.
Nigerian singer Vic Tony is set to headline the third edition of Malemba Block Party in Kampala at the close of April. Victory, his real name is Anthony Ebuka, has gained a loyal following with his hits like Soweto, Colomental, Apollo, and his recent track Everything. His collaboration with Pato Ranking on Babylon further solidified his reputation in the Afrobeat scene. His performance was first confirmed in March when Malembe Lifestyle announced the 23-year-old singer as the headliner for the upcoming block party. The Malembe Block Party is known for bringing popular Afrobeats artists to Uganda.
And now, updates on the sports news.
Super Eagles' first choice shot stopper Stanley Nwabali is overjoyed after keeping a clean sheet as his team Chippa United defeated TS Galaxy FC 2-0 in a cup tie at the Mbombela Stadium, Nelspruit. Bienvenu Ivanga and Roscoe Peterson scored in each half as the visitors romped to the road win and progressed to the next stage of the Nedbank Cup. The 27-year-old shared his excitement in a post on his Instagram page on Monday. The former Eimba goalkeeper also kept a clean sheet the last time he turned out for the Chile Boys in their PSL 2-0 win over the Cape Town Spurs at the Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium, formerly Port Elizabeth, on April 3rd. And now to end the news, a look at our top stories. We told you that Kano APC divided over purported suspension of Ganduje. NSA receives 22 rescued Zamfara varsity students and staff. On the foreign scene, we told you that lightning heavy rain kills dozens in Pakistan. And that's the news on 95.1 Nigeria Info. It was edited by Abayomi Akimbola. For more news, follow us on our social media handles. We are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X. You can visit our website or go to Google Play Store for the Nigeria Info mobile app. More news comes your way at 8. My name is Dorcas Atinuke Bija. It's back to Itodo on the Morning Crossfire. Good morning.
Let's talk about the biggest conversation.
This
is Nigeria Info.